Hi there, I hope you have a lovely day. Welcome back to my channel. My name is Turner. So today I have my weekly budget for the week of June 1st to June 7th. Um, just to let you know, I might cuss and curse in this video and use other, what a floral language, as we say in German, or speak French, to a certain degree. So if that would trigger you or annoy you, please turn off this video because I am in the mood to talk about things right now. So, but maybe I start first with a budget, um, yeah, June 1st. So 1st to June 7th. Sorry for the shaking. Maybe I just, yeah, do it like this. It's better. I just go ahead with or go along with the last budget or last number that I calculated, right, from the week of May 31st. So that was the rollover, and I had some I just took out from my emergency fund to pay for my upcoming trip to the US in July, and I had some sales as well. That was 26 euros and 50 cents. So yeah, I finalized everything. I got the ESTA, the electronic travel, what is it, security travel, yeah. So I got that one and so on. So I booked also the parking. The cats will be going to the cattery, or cat hotel, however you want to call this. And so that's finalized. So okay, so this is what I had, 50 in the bank account at a certain time, or actually because bills were going out as well. So yeah, so what went out as well was insurance, insurance. That's almost 80 euros now, and because it was before 78 something, now it's 79.63. Then the travel insurance, at least that one stayed below 10 euros, 9.67 euros. So that will come handy in case the travel, let's say one leg of the trip gets cancelled, flight wise. I will be flying with United from Brussels to Washington, and then from Washington to Portland, Oregon, and then my friend will come and pick me up, which is great. So investment meant, I started the whole investment cycle again, even though I kind of zeroed it, emptied it completely. It went up again. Homeowners Association, I'm still paying for this one because the apartment has not sold yet. So that's also one burning issue. So what else do I have? Yeah, these are the bills. Oh yeah, okay, I will come to the bigger chunk as well later on. 3374, I should have not removed it. Minus, now let's calculate like this, I hope you can see everything. If not, I'll just, so, and okay, can you see? Yeah, it's a little bit, okay. So 79.63 plus 9.67 plus 50 plus 276.65, that's 415 euros and 95 cents. Sorry, my nose is running. I ate something spicy. So 74.50, and that's 2,958 euros and 55 cents, which was left over. Sinking funds, nothing. I don't think that I transferred money back, if I'm not mistaken, but it could be. Did I transfer money? No, last week I did, right? So, variable spending. Yeah, the credit card, because I paid for the flight, right? So, CC in total with a little bit of budget, spending on myself. So 1,114 euros and 30 cents went on the flight ticket. I'm just crossing out. I had the vet bill for Dexter, you know, that was a little bit cheaper than for Fiona. So then, okay, I'm just checking now. Cat food, I bought some dry food, you know, I found an offer which I thought that's good, you know. Let's see, then I had some groceries, just calculating those very quickly. Groceries, that was 19 euros and 98 plus 23.31 plus 9 euro 20, so that's 52 instead of the 30. 52 40 49. So that was it. Then I bought something more for my garden. I bought some enoki mushroom spawns and some oyster mushroom growing kit, something like that. I found it on the website and I was like, enoki mushrooms are usually quite expensive, so that was unbudgeted. So 54 euros and 50 cents went on to that. The cat food was also unbudgeted, you know, but I needed to buy because I bought the wet food last time, and you know, cats as they are, they want also wet, they should have dry food as well while I'm out. Then I bought also again some snacks. You know, when I say snacks, it's more like there's a website where they sell nuts and superfoods and this kind of stuff. So I bought some chocolate snacks, you know, and also for my friend as well, so she will return or give me some money back with it. But that was also unbudgeted, spontaneous buy. I will tell you, impulse buys are getting me now. I'm not buying my usual, you know, makeup stuff, etc. these days. I'm doing it just a little bit. Then eat out for this week was yeah, I had to buy some bread or sandwich actually, but not at work at the canteen. But so then 16. And I also went out yesterday with a friend, or I met her actually in another city. So, and I paid for our food, for brownies and coffee. So that was 25 euros and 30 cents. So let me put everything also in the other column. 30, 93, 75, 58, 49. So what was it then? 1114, 30 plus 93, 75 plus 58, 49 plus 52, 49 plus 54, 50 plus 49, 60 plus 25, 30. So that's 1,400. So 448 euros and 43 cents. So, and we had here 2,000, sorry, I didn't write it down, 2,958 euros and 55 cents. So minus the 2,958.55. So I'm left here with 1,510 euros and 12 cents. I still need to pay actually the second part of the sewage bill, which is roughly 600 euros. I have not paid back or paid that yet. I'm actually a little bit overdue, 1 week overdue now, or 1 week late. I need to pay it tomorrow maybe, so, and I will see what will happen. I'm just going to check with you very quickly, you know, what I can expect this week. You know, so for next week it might be only bank fees, but I will do it as well this time around. I will just film maybe on the 14th my budget with me, and I will see. So to the cussing and cursing part now, I mean, I'm just saying it like that, but yeah, I was, as you know, my channel, I started budgeting because it was a way of saving money, of course, but also because I'm not sure if I mentioned it ever on my channel. I think I did that actually. Possible job loss, because since I joined the company in 2018, we had some shape or form always a kind of what they call it now, restructuring going on, people leaving the company voluntarily, or they were let go, as well as on the top, they shaped the top roles. Let's say they were combining certain roles together. People were retiring after 20 years, 30 years within the company, and so on. So that happened, and this kind of came more or less 2020, as you know, COVID, the bad times that we have all experienced, some companies kind of recovered from everything, and some companies didn't. For Europe as well, or for some states within the European Union, Europe is a continent, but the European Union is like a economical union where what is it? Where countries have certain obligations towards each other, as well as they are guided with, even they have independent, more or less independent governments. They are also guided by the European Union, and the European Union is also shaping the industrial landscape by, for example, saying you have to, trace back whatever material you use in your production, and you have to tell us about it. So it's like a lot of bureaucracy is coming to the companies, high energy prices. I think I told you that my home country, the country where I was born in, that's my home country, even though my parents are from Turkey originally. Germany made a mistake by dismantling their nuclear plants, so because of the and that kind of increased, of course, energy prices, and they are buying energy, right, and nuclear energy from France, for example, from other countries, because they believe, that nuclear energy is very bad, it will destroy the earth, whatever you want to call it. But of course, you are kind of condemning your citizens to, how can I say, high energy prices, as well as the industries. They are suffering from it, they all subscribe to the zero net zero agreements, and so on. So sustainability, whatever you want to call it, ESG, and so on. So that kind of drives, of course, the market right now. So for example, my company, of course, they say we want to earn money, but of course they are looking also, do we lose money here, or can we make more money? And then if you have watched my channel, you know that I was sent twice to India to train the people. Again, it's a good thing to do that, but on the other hand, once you kind of are faced with the consequences, let's say, with your company's decision to bring more jobs or roles to India and so on, you kind of feel, of course, betrayed. I mean, so now this week my company announced that they are going to, within the Netherlands, to fire, I call it like that, fire 605 people. Our office is close to the factory, to the plant, so and of course the rise of AI, using AI, as well as we are cheaper, we are more expensive, by salary, as our colleagues in India, that's for sure, right? So they are not bringing India to you. I mean, in that context, more Indian people to you, but they are bringing the jobs to India. So the work is going to India in that sense. So, and yeah, I have not cussed and cursed yet. Maybe that will come. So, yeah. So that's one thing now. 605 roles, and throughout all the businesses, So My company is now looking at the number, and I am pretty sure, the numbers will be finalized soon. What happens is, um, I know that they have talks with the work council. If you're not familiar with the works council, it's more like this: that every company within the European Union or within the Netherlands, from a certain size of or employees, number of employees, they have to uh, create or get installed a work council. This is also settled by law that every bigger company has to have a works council, and these colleagues, let's say, they represent or um, try to put forward the interests of all employees, and they're working in certain, you know, job, what is it, groups and so on, to clarify questions about pensions, etc., etc. So um, and so on. But the Works Council here in the Netherlands is, in that sense, like not in other countries, European countries where the union started, for example, very strong. It's more like they are only asked for advice or for consent. So the company will, of course, present their ideas for how they are going to do, do the social package, meaning what kind of severance pay will they offer the people and so on. And then once the Works Council members agree, if they think the money is fair, the amount is fair, and all the benefits have been clarified for the people, they will notify us. So, and I believe now for 605 people, imagine in my office or in the office where I'm working right now, maybe there are, not on a daily basis, but at least 1,200 people. 20% of the workforce in the Netherlands is going to be cut. And so you can calculate that for yourself, how many percent of people, 2,800 people, 3,000 people are working in the Netherlands. So in different locations, but still in the office building at least 1,200 people. So I am not sure how it will be, to be honest with you, if I will make it this time around or not. I mean, there's a lot of dark humor going in the office because, why give a shit? Sorry, I said it now. Why give a shit about the daily work? Or, they are talking big about, psychological well-being, mental well-being, etc., etc. But then they are keeping us in the dark because they might have been told the numbers exactly from, which business will let go of how many people. They have been told already about that. But of course, they want to prevent that too many people quit on their own, and of course, so that they cannot run the business anymore. If, let's say, out of 60 people from my department would quit, the whole customer service would shut down. They would have to then hire very quickly other, contractors and so on. So it's going to be very, very bad for them. So yeah, and I'm still stuck with the apartment. 10 people have favorited it, but nothing has moved. The whole economical situation also in the Netherlands with the job, not job, but the housing market goes up and down. I saw that last week, at least one day, almost 20 people were looking at the apartment, but of course nobody's going forward. They are all waiting like vultures, so that it goes down price wise. But I'm like, no, I'm not going down, So if I would get it, of course, a severance pay, maybe I will invest it into the apartment. I could rent it out to somebody or whatever. Yeah, so it is hard right now. It is really hard. You don't, I mean, it takes a psychological toll on you. I don't know how other people did it before, or how they cope with it. I mean, of course, you can distract yourself, but it's in the end, it doesn't help anymore. You cannot change when somebody says you cannot change things it is not about that. It's more like, if you are picked, you think, what are the criteria, what I did wrong? You feel guilty, you feel shamed, and then of course you can see maybe some people will survive this call because they have better relationships with the team leader or their or her boss, and then it's like, or his boss, and you're like, yeah, should I have done a lot of, networking, as they say, or, brown nosing in proper English. And you're like, yeah, but I was, really doing my job, you know, trying to take care of the customers and so on. I didn't have the time. I maybe also personality wise, it's not like I'm really, how can I say, into that. If I like you, I like you. If I don't like you, I don't want to, you know, talk to you so much, except, you know, hi, how are you? I mean, maybe Americans are used to that small talk, or, you know, I'm generalizing, forgive me if I say it like that, but, you know, some people like to do this kind of small talk, but I'm like, you know, I'm out of this age right now to, you know, to talk. And then in the end, you look at each other and you're like, maybe the other person thinks already, yeah, she's trying to network, you know, trying to, you know, present herself better and so on, and you're like, yeah, but I cannot fake it, you know. Let's be real, I'm really blunt, you know, in that sense. So, and what should I say? So, yeah, I mean, again, it's now waiting time. But you know, again, I still have to live. That's why, you know, I wanted to have a vacation. Of course, the news were about to come. They said the big plans are going to be finalized in end of 2028. So maybe I will have until then a job, or I will be headhunted. I might have a chance to do something else somewhere. I don't know. We will see. So yeah, that's the final update, I would say, you know. I mean, let me know in the comments if you have some thoughts about this, you know. Again, it is what it is. As they say, right now we cannot do anything except live our lives as best as we can. So I see you in the next video. Have a good day. Bye bye.